AutomationEdge is building delightful workplace experiences. You can quickly map your business or IT processes to AutomationEdge workflows for automation. Just like in any other application, logging is important for AutomationEdge workflows. AutomationEdge offers out-of-the-box logging, and for additional logging, it offers the logging steps write to log, debug log, and audit log. I will showcase the 3 steps in a series of videos. In this video, I will display the write to log step. Hi, I'm Seema from AutomationEdge Professional Services, and in this video, I will discuss the write to log step. Let us begin. Let us discuss the write to log step. The write to log is a step in the utility plugin for Process Studio workflows. Write your comments, add variables and fields in the step to log additional information. The write to log step offers log levels like in Process Studio. The log levels include nothing, minimal, basic, detailed, row level, very detailed, debug, info, warn, or error to collect logs at the respective levels. The write to log step writes to the Process Studio logging system visible in the preview pane in Process Studio and also maps some log levels to the workflow logs to write to Process Studio log files or agent log files. The workflow log level is governed by the workflow base log level set in the logger files, that is the log4j2.xml file in the Process Studio config or the agent config folders. You can set the debug, info, warn, or error log levels for the workflows. All collected logs by the write to log step at equal or higher level than the workflow base log level are visible in the log files. Now let us see the write to log configuration options in Process Studio. I'm in Process Studio. I have a blank workflow write to log. Let me drag and drop a write to log step. Let us double click to see the configurations. Now as discussed and as visible, we can add some variables and fields in the step. So before I describe each of the configuration options, let us give a context to the step. Let me click OK. I have added steps to read sales data, including customer name, product, quantity purchased, and unit price. I have added a calculator step to calculate the total sales revenue by multiplying the quantity and price for each customer and product. Now I will connect it to the write to log step, and from the write to log step I will make a connection to the Microsoft Excel output step to store the sales revenue information. Let us now see the configurations of the write to log step. Provide a descriptive step name as you would like it to appear in the workspace or canvas. The name has to be unique in a single workflow. You can write a step abbreviation followed by a descriptive name such as I want to write to log sales revenue. The next field is the log level. The write to log step has log levels similar to Process Studio log levels. Nothing means do not record any logging output from the write to log step. Error level means show only the errors. The minimal logging shows only minimal logging. The basic level is the default level. The detail level means get detailed logging output. The debug level is for debugging purposes and gives a very detailed output. The row level is very detailed. It gives the logging at the row level and generates a lot of data. The warning log level indicates that something unexpected happened in the application, a problem or a situation that might disturb one of the processes, but that doesn't mean that the application failed. For now, let us leave it to basic. Print header. Enable the checkbox to print field names as well as the data values from the step. Limit rows. Enable the limit rows checkbox to limit the number of rows to print. When you enable the checkbox, the number of rows to print field is active or enabled. You can specify the number of rows to print. Let us leave it unchecked for now. In the write to log, specify the text you wish to include in the log, and as indicated by the $sign, you can add variables also. So let me write a comment, write to log, and for demo purposes let me add a few variables. Say, let me add the internal entry current directory to indicate the current directory of the workflow. And in the field, you can select the field names you wish to log from the drop-down list, or you can click the Get Fields to get all the fields. Now you can delete some fields as desired. So in my case, I wish to retain customer and total price. Click OK. Now let us execute the workflow. I can select the run options. For the Process Studio also, let me select Basic and let's click Run. Let us go to the Logging tab. As you can see, for the write to log step, it has given me the comment, the value of the internal entry current directory, and the customer and total price for each of the customers. Let us see the logger file, that is log4j2.xml file for the Process Studio. Here you can see that the logging is set at the info level for the Process Studio logger. Let us check the Process Studio log file. As you can see, the workflow opened and started. It read the sales data. Now you can see that the log file has captured information at the info level as per the setting in the log4j.xml Process Studio logger file. You can see the write to log sales revenue debug step has the log level info. In the log file, you can see the log file at the info level captures the write to log step details, comment, variables and fields. Similarly, we can see the step and log information for the next customer and the third customer, and the process ends. I have also published the workflow on AutomationEdge. Let us go to the AutomationEdge portal. Before we execute the workflow from the AutomationEdge portal, let us check the log level in the agent logger. I have opened the log4j2.xml file for the agent, and the log level for the agent logger is info. I'm in the AutomationEdge portal. Let us execute the write to log request. Note the request ID. Let us go to the requests menu. The execution is complete. Now let us fetch the agent logs. You can fetch it from the agent file system or from the portal. On the portal, go to the logs menu and agent logs menu. Create a new request. Enter the request ID. Click submit. The request is in new status and now you can download the logs. Let me unzip the file and open the agent logs. The workflow is launched and you can see the log information at the info level. You can see the comment, the variable value for the internal entry current directory, that is the current path of the workflow, the customer and the total price or sales revenue information for the first customer, the second customer and the third customer. Let us recap. We saw the write to log logging step, description and configuration options. We saw how the Process Studio log level and write to log step log level affect the logs you see in the preview pane, and how the logger settings for Process Studio logger and agent logger affect the logs you see in the Process Studio log and agent logs respectively. AutomationEdge can jumpstart your digital transformation journey with its conversational AI and hyperautomation platforms.